Hello, welcome to Psycho-Cybernetics and Management Cybernetics. This is not a motivational video, just a direct and effective way of providing a new operating system for your brain. You are what you do. Your mind controls your brain, and your brain controls you. The question is, who's in charge? Your mind, your brain, or you? This French philosopher was correct when he said that the body and the spirit follow different rules. Now, thanks to the invention of the PC, everybody knows the difference between hardware and software. Today, we are positively sure that mind and body have different management rules. Since the year 1960, 35 million copies of Psycho-Cybernetics have been sold worldwide. In it, Dr. Maxwell Maltz, a plastic surgeon, said that your self-image controls what you do. The concept was not taken seriously by the scientific community. Today, Management Cybernetics proves him right. But self-image is not the whole story on internal control. The world models you carry in your head are just as important as your self-image. The problem is this: all your internal models control your perceptions. They act like filters and produce blind spots. Faulty perceptions then lead to mistaken actions. This personal power operating system has a lot of modern science behind it. Cybernetic control laws are universal, just as gravity is universal. This means that it works for everybody: doctors, teachers, engineers, lawyers, designers, construction workers, policemen, or musicians. It won't matter if you come from Mars, Venus, or another galaxy. It is absolutely neutral. This 10-minute course helps you get what you want. Models go inside your head quite naturally. Science, in fact, is about building models. Brains are compulsive model builders. Your brain builds models of your world and updates them every moment you're awake and rearranges them while you sleep. Models represent reality, but since they control your perceptions and your actions, they are as real as anything you touch, smell, taste, hear, or see. Thanks to functional MRI, we can literally see where models are stored in the brain. You build models of the people around you, of things, places, spaces, and events. Your brain needs these models because it works by making constant comparisons and making adjustments. It needs to store something in memory to compare against new incoming signals from the environment. In this way, new perceptions are molded by previous experience. You also build a series of rules on how to respond to incoming signals or messages. So, it is not only your self-image, but every model that is inside your head that determines your behavior. Models are collections of data, information, knowledge, experience, and sometimes wisdom. Best of all, this means you can copy-paste them for free. Management Cybernetics has a model for all viable systems, including persons and organizations. It describes how people and organizations work. This model divides you into three main components: your mind, your body, and your relevant environment. Your mind is the software you have installed previously, whether you are aware of it or not. Your mind is the CEO inside your head. It clearly controls your brain, your body, and everything around you. But your mind is actually the set of models and rules that control your perception of the world and that you use to make decisions. Changing your model changes what you do. This course is therefore a life-changing model. Your body is your hardware. It is the doer part of you. If you are a business, your body is your operation, controlled by your mind. The CEO decides, the body performs. However, you are many processes or roles going on at the same time. For instance, Beckman is a player, model, businessman, husband, father. Each activity or role is a separate operation that needs its own special management. The same goes for designing a bridge, riding a motorcycle, or protecting whales. Your mind manages all your operations using different expertise. Your brain consumes 20% of the energy your body needs to operate. Changing your relevant environment uses much more energy than the amount your body consumes. This is the main reason why you should use your brain more and resort to your body much less. Intelligence pays off. Your relevant environment are all the people, places, things, that you know and are now part of your identity. This is the extended you. You have assets and liabilities. People and things you are in contact with can help you develop your potential or can hold you down. Management is always a two-step process. You do or control something to impact something else. You write a legal brief to have a consequence on the court or your client. You pump concrete to build a house. You set the temperature to control the heat. You do things to control your relevant environment. You work most of your life to buy a house, a ranch, an apartment, a boat, or a plane. Changing your relevant environment makes you do the things you do. You are the coordinator of your different roles. Look at yourself as your own traffic cop or orchestra director for the things you do. Your internal coordination systems are things like your agenda and address book. External coordination is working with or against other people and requires good communication. Therefore, you need to know how to speak clearly, directly, and assertively, lead when necessary, make meetings work, win an argument, negotiate, know the legal consequences of the contracts you enter. Hundreds of self-help books deal with some type of coordination. This is how everything fits together. As the CEO of your own life, do this. A list of all your current roles or operations. Prioritize the identified roles. Take an agenda and allot time for each role. Try to synergize your different roles. Synergy means combining roles that increase your overall potential and satisfaction. Find ways to coordinate activities so everything fits together. The best executives always seem to have spare time. They are better coordinators and surely much better synergizers. Planning is committing resources so the future is different from what it would be otherwise. The best way I can describe planning is to say that there are two kinds of activities: exploitation and exploration. That's simple. Exploitation is doing things you know how to do. Exploration is seeking or learning new capabilities. Education is a form of planning because you study to do things you could not do otherwise. You are literally changing yourself so that you can become what you are presently not. You should never spend all you've got on barely staying alive. Your identity is in charge of the balance between exploitation and exploration. If you concentrate on exploitation only, you might become obsolete. If you concentrate on exploration only, you may never get anything done. Now make a list as long as possible of the new roles you will explore. For instance, married man, professional football player, stuntman, PhD, TV show host. Make a third list with the things I need to do or learn. For instance, write poetry, pilot a plane, how to export avocados to China, climb Mount Everest, make new friends at the club, provide first aid. Analyze both lists to find synergy. Answer the question, how can I best combine my past and my future? Maybe the past has to be sacrificed. Set priorities. Now assign time in your calendar for every activity. Erase unconvincing activities. Once a week, during half an hour, check your progress. Don't worry, this is your best plan. Your brain will take care of the rest. Every role or operation you assume requires its own coordination, synergy, evaluation, decisions, and planning to ensure a confident and reliable identity. Always ask yourself, who is the best that I know at doing this? What can I copy or learn on my own? Efficiency starts from the bottom, control from the top. As you build self-control, self-confidence rockets. Here are some of the main points of your personal power operating system. Recognize that you have several roles or operations. Your identity is a mix of the roles you choose. Roles must be coordinated and create some kind of synergy. Check your internal models against facts. Distrust your hidden assumptions. Make sure you allot a certain time for each role. Otherwise, the role is really useless. Once you tell your brain in writing and in no uncertain terms what you want, your brain will work while you sleep to help you become what you want. That's all. Pass this 10-minute course to a friend. Thank you. Good luck.